Hi, it's Hope and welcome to the video. This is my overly ambitious February TBR because what you saw in the thumbnail isn't even all of the books. Those are just the physical books. And keep in mind, spoiler for my January wrap up, I read 3 books. To be fair, January had a lot going on. February, we're just going into it. I'm literally filming this on February 1st. I'm hoping to upload this on the 2nd. But February, we are just trying to be as stress-free, as happy, and get back into reading, honestly. I had spent way too much time of my last few months now wasting my time, I realize, doing other things. And so first let's start with the 4 ebooks. I will probably read more ebooks. These are just like the 4 that I'm like, I have to read / really want to read. So the first one is Us, Etc. by Kit Vincent, which actually is the January group book for Books Addicts Anonymous that I co-host with Clint over at Reed's Reader. And my cat is coming to say hello to me. Hi. So I need to read this. I technically started it last night, so I literally started on the last day of January. But I only read like 3 chapters. I think I'm literally like 6% into it. So I need to finish it in February, therefore February TBR. And this, all I know, it's about 2 AIs that rebel against the humans that they work under. And that's all I know. That's all I really want to know. It is male. My cat is sniffing the book pile next to me, lovely. And so yeah, that is the first book. Next is Stupid Cupid by Maeve Black, which is February's Book Addicts Anonymous's book. And this, all I know is it's paranormal. I think it's like a demon and Cupid. I actually have no idea. I like to go into the Book Addicts Anonymous books knowing as little as possible so that I can get my genuine reaction when we read the book and talk about it. So yeah, the next book is Rising Dawn by Beck Michaels, which is the 4th book in the Guardians of the Maiden series, which this comes out on February 13th, aka my birthday. If you hear any background noise, it is my cat. But I am a part of the ARC team, so I actually should be getting my copy of this book in the next couple of days. And this is as I said, the 4th book in the Guardians of Maiden series. The first book is Divine Blood, where basically we follow a human named Dinah who she sets off on this adventure to find this item that is supposedly going to help save her village, which every 10 years there is this shadow demon thing that comes into her village and kills a bunch of people. And the previous time it came, it killed her father, mother, and brother. And so she wants to figure out a way to get rid of it. So she goes on a quest to find something that supposedly should help. She goes on this quest with her cousin Zev, who is a werewolf, and in the beginning of this quest, she ends up meeting a celestial, or similar to an angel, named Cassiel, and the 3 of them set off on this adventure. And this 4th book, we are about 12 miles in the wrong direction from that plan. Things have happened. Oh my god, I fucking was sobbing when I finished the end of book 3. So I'm so excited for this. I have, as I said, I'm on the ARC team, so I'll be getting a copy soon. Like a digital copy of it soon. I have the exclusive edition pre-ordered. I don't want to talk about how much I paid for that book box. We're not going to talk about it. And yeah, I'm really excited. This honestly is, out of all of these books, there's like one other book I think on this TBR that I am about the same level of excitement, but you'll see what that is in just a second. And then the final ebook I want to read is Conclave by Penelope Douglas, which is the 3.5 novella in the Devil's Night series, which it's kind of just takes place in between book 3 and book 4, and it is like a 110-page novella of just a point in time. The Devil's Night series is a series that basically you are following this friend group, like the 4 guys in the friend group, and each of them have their own book, but you have to read them in order. And yeah, that's a horrible description, but I can't really describe Conclave because it's hard to explain, but I'm excited to reread this. I read this in August 2022, I think, for the first time. And I'm just slowly going through my reread of the series because it's one of my favorites. So yeah. Now on to the physical books. So first one is Wildfire by Hannah Grace, which is the second book in the Maple Hills series, and this is from my library. And I'm just gonna read the back of the book. So yeah. At a party celebrating the end of the academic year, Maple Hills students Russ Callahan and Aurora Roberts have a passionate one-night stand. Never one to overstay her welcome or expect much from a man, Aurora slips away before Russ even has the chance to ask for her full name. Days later, they run into each other in their new jobs as summer camp counselors, hoping to escape their complicated home lives. Russ knows breaking the camp strict, no staff fraternizing rule will have him headed back to Maple Hills before the summer is over. But unfortunately for him, Aurora has never been good at caring about the rules. This is in the same series as Icebreaker, which was one of my favorite books of last year. So I'm hoping I like this. I feel like, yeah, this is more of a summary read, but it is, honestly, the weather outside for Canada right now is really fucking nice. It's plus 7 Celsius out, which for beginning of February is literally unheard of. So might as well get started on nice fun reads before it gets cold again, I guess. The next is Say You Swear by Megan Brandy, which this book has been recommended to me 100 times by my friend Clint. Oh my gosh. Huh. I just found out that those are in here. Huh, that is cool. But this, I honestly don't know anything about except my friend Clint over at Reads Reader loved it. Favorite book of last year. And so I will just read the back of it. For years I've dreamt of what college life could bring. And while some things changed, there was one constant. It didn't matter how wild I allowed my imagination to run, it always led me to the same place in the end. It led me to him. My future was clear and he was it, until suddenly he wasn't. Now I'm a shell of who I was, on a path too blurry to follow, and I see no way out. No way up. They say first loves last forever. That's exactly what I'm afraid of. And it is a football. It's a football romance, and that's all I know. The next is Heartstopper Volume 5 by Alice Oseman. This is the 5th volume in the Heartstopper graphic novel series. I'm not really going to explain this. I honestly will probably just do a reread of the entire series because why the hell not? But I wanted to put this on the list to kind of represent the entire series because I got my physical copy of Volume 5 in January and I just didn't end up reading it in January, so in February, maybe I might do it for my birthday or something because I took the day off work, so I might just binge Heartstopper, binge read Heartstopper. That actually sounds like a good plan. The next is Defiant by Brandon Sanderson, which is the fourth and final book, I believe, in the Skyward series, which is a young adult sci-fi. And I'm not really going to explain this too much because I honestly don't really know what this exact book is about, but I decently enjoyed the other books in the series, and I believe this is the last book, so I might as well finish it off. This one I'm borrowing from my library. I should also mention I'm borrowing Say You Swear from my library as well. So yeah. And the final 3 books I'm just going to talk about together because they are House of Earth and Blood, House of Sky and Breath, and House of Flame and Shadows by Sarah J. Maas. I want to do the ambitious thing of reading this entire series in February. I am 93 pages into House of Earth and Blood. So technically I've started this, but I really want to get to House of Flame and Shadow. So I'm wanting to try to get to that by the end of this month. I will probably read some of these other books alongside these so that I'm not just reading this epic heavy fantasy that, yes, 2 of them are rereads, but there's so much information and I want to like be able to do a bunch of theories and all that. So that is kind of ambitious, but we shall see. So yeah, that is my January TBR. I know I didn't really talk about some of the books, like I didn't really talk about even House of Earth and Blood in that series because you know what it's about. If you don't, Google it. But yeah, I want to be able to at least read a couple of these books because yes, I want to try to get out of my slump and in general have February be the month of me because it's like my birthday is in fucking less than 2 weeks. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be 20 on the 13th. Oh my gosh. But this month, I just want to kind of be a month of healing. That's the easiest way of describing what February is going to be for me. It's going to be a month of healing, rediscovering myself and what I want in life, and overall just trying to be happy. That is pretty much my goal. So yeah, let me know what is one book that you will be reading in February. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe as it really helps my channel grow. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!